I like Ellen Douglas's writing, and I like that novel in particular because it opens up into a whole world of questions for students to take on for themselves about their own lives and about the place that they live.
I think her writing is so unique and forthright. I loved Can't Quit You Baby. I read it in college, and it's the story of an African-American housekeeper and her white counterpart and how they dealt with each other.
It's a good way into one of the classic relationships that is depicted in Southern literature, and that is the relationship between a white woman and a black woman. But she turns a really piercing, inquisitive eye on that relationship and asks a lot of hard questions about it in her novel.
Having her manuscripts here makes it even doubly interesting to see her thought process as she goes through and creates this book, where she leaves things off or adds things into the manuscript, so you can actually see her mind at work.
Well, it's an amazing asset to be able to study a writer in a classroom and then be able to go take a look at her process. I mean, that's not something that we can do with lots of writers that seem long buried in the past to students. Now, this particular novel is interesting because it allows us to talk to students about metafiction, about fiction that's conscious of itself as fiction. So it's a fascinating structure that this novel has, because we have two characters who, into whose minds we are sometimes able to dip. But we also have this narrator character who comes in and thinks about her role in trying to tell their story. And then I would argue that behind that, one step behind that, is Ellen Douglas herself, who periodically intrudes into the text and asks questions about what she is doing. It's possible to see how those different layers are emerging by looking at the manuscript.